Imagine discovering that the body on a surgeon's table wasn't stolen from a grave, but taken from someone killed the night before. In 1828, the streets and lodging houses of Edinburgh hid a crime that history once tried to bury: the murders committed by William Burke and William Hare. At a time when medical science demanded human bodies for anatomical study, legal supply couldn't keep pace with demand, and a shadow economy grew around grave robbing. But Burke and Hare moved beyond disturbing graves. They realized there was far more money in delivering fresh corpses to lecturers associated with institutions like those connected to University of Edinburgh, and so they created a method chilling in its simplicity, intoxicating vulnerable lodgers, suffocating them without leaving obvious marks, and selling the bodies within hours. Over the course of a year, at least 16 people, many poor, isolated, or overlooked, disappeared into their scheme, their lives reduced to transactions measured in pounds. What makes their story so disturbing is not only the violence, but the silence surrounding it. Victorian society depended on rapid medical progress, and uncomfortable questions about where bodies came from were often ignored. The victims had little social power, few were searched for, and their absences barely rippled through official channels. Eventually, suspicion grew when neighbours noticed familiar faces vanish after visiting the lodging house, and police uncovered evidence that shattered the quiet arrangement between crime and commerce. Facing execution, Hare turned King's evidence, testifying against Burke in exchange for immunity, a decision that sealed Burke's fate. Burke was publicly executed in 1829 before a vast crowd, a spectacle reflecting public outrage and fascination alike. In a final irony that history rarely forgets, his own body was dissected for medical study, mirroring the fate he had imposed on others. Today, the case remains a stark reminder of how progress, poverty, and indifference can intersect, and how entire tragedies can fade from collective memory when victims are forgotten. It's not simply a story of murder, it's a story of whose lives were considered invisible, and how easily darkness can grow where society chooses not to look.